Hey, so we're at City Field.
Broadcasting from the capital of sports, it's the Matty B Show. Right here on Epis Sports Radio. Matty B. On Epis Sports Radio.
It's swung and into the air. To deep right center. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone.
Epis Sports Radio.
Very deep is right. Hits one deep to left field. Headley back near the wall. It's in the air. The Mets win the ball game.
A 60-point game for Corey Burns. They're up by 3. It's over. Eric Decker holds it in. The Jets win in overtime.
Epis Sports Radio. On Epis Sports Radio. Matty B.
Let's do it. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Matty B, Epis Sports Radio. This is the Epis Sports Podcast, coming to you live from Twitch. Only Twitch tonight, no YouTube. Got my boy W. Dubois, as always, episode 71. All right. We are going to get it off, kicking it off tonight on this Sunday. We got Game 7 concluding between the Cleveland Cavaliers, Detroit Pistons, and it looks like, well, it's been pretty obvious all night long that Cleveland is going to advance, and the New York Knicks will host the Eastern Conference Finals Game 1 Tuesday night at Madison Square Garden. I am excited.
That game, the first quarter, Cavs jumped out early, 7 points. I think it was 31-24. It was 5 points, Matty. The Cavs stretched the lead at the end of the first quarter. Detroit hit a 3 to cut it from 9 to 6, like at the end of the 4 seconds left. Then Donovan Mitchell hit that half-court shot at the end of the first quarter off the glass, and you just felt like right there, like, yeah, the Cavs got their shit going today. And the Pistons are not that kind of team, are they? To fall behind. I mean, they did against the Magic. They showed a lot of resilience, but on paper, offensively, they're not that kind of team.
Right.
Where they can just put together offensive flurries and then, run down an offensive talented team like the Cavaliers are. And the Cavs showed improved, didn't they?
They did, and they did it all series. They started it out early, and they showed you that. They showed you that they were gonna be a force. And Detroit just seemingly never had an answer. They had the home court advantage. Didn't seem to matter in the end. How do you feel though if you're a Knicks fan in this situation? Either way,
going into the conference finals.
Yeah.
With the Knicks, the Knicks, they're playing at home. On paper, they're the better team. They have been the better team. They're the favorite.
Yeah.
Going in, objectively, I'm looking at it not with any Knick colors or anything, because obviously I'm biased. But people believe whatever people believe or not. I'm just quiet because I'm a longtime Knicks fan, and the Knicks are in uncharted waters, man. The way they're playing, Matt, I've never seen them play this way this late in the year in this situation. The playoffs, they're smoking people. They're putting people in blunts. The Cavaliers, listen, man. The Knicks are supposed to be here, right?
Right.
You think so, don't you?
I do, of course. Was the Cavaliers the better matchup for them, or were you wishing for Detroit? I mean, personally, honestly, yeah.
As a Knicks fan, I don't know. I think the Knicks can beat both of them, and I'd rather see the Cavaliers series. The Cavs are more, we're for freelance like journalists, right? So so we want to see the sexier matchup. The Pistons are a boring basketball team.
Yeah.
Let's be for real, yo.
I
we
agree.
want to see Harden, Mitchell come to the Garden game 1. It's going to be intense, and it's going to probably be. I don't know, man. It's tough to call because the Cavaliers, we've seen their warts. We know what they're weak at. The Knicks are a tougher team physically. the Cavs, I mean, you saw them with Duran and them in the post. They have to work around him and Isaiah Stewart and all these big guys. They had problems with the Magic physicality early on. I mean, not the Magic. I'm sorry, that was the Pistons. But they had problems with the Toronto's physicality rather early on, and they stretched to 7. So the Cavs played 14 games, the maximum thus far, and they have no rest. They're going to go in the Madison Square Garden, rested Knick team, a red-hot Knick team, a confident Knick team, you know, a ferocious fan base. It's going to be the Knicks, man. It's crazy watching them as a favorite. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I'm just sitting back watching. This is the first time I spoke about it. I don't talk about it on social media. I don't want to jinx them. God bless them.
Only
God
8
bless the
wins
Knicks.
away, man. Only 8 wins away, you know?
1973.
What does this mean for Detroit, man? This was the year for them. They seemingly controlled it throughout the regular season, only to come up short, not making the Eastern Conference Finals. You know, for a while we thought Detroit, Knicks. And listen, we have other topics I want to get to, but obviously we got to talk about what's going during. Get right through it. And again, what does this mean for Detroit going forward? Because it was, for me, the expectation for them was at least Eastern Conference Finals or the Finals. And they don't even get that. You know, they fall really short. You know, I'll give them credit. They found a way to fight and come back and take it to a Game 7 in the series. You know, like they really did. You know, and Cunningham showed that at times that, you know, he was that guy. But tonight, it was just an overall flop. You know, not only at home. You know, I mean, that's not how you show up for a Game 7.
Yeah, they ran out of gas. Sorry, I'm muted the mic. I got something for you, Maddie, to answer those questions.
Yeah.
On Detroit's behalf, on behalf of them, this is a team that was a lottery team 2 seasons ago. They're in the second round of the NBA playoffs. They won 60 games. They kind of overachieving, honestly. We also glimpses of them, tough team, and we have this up-and-coming superstar in Cade Cunningham. Obviously, you know, you see what he is. His toughness he brings. The guy lung collapsed, right? We forgot because he just come right back from it, and they showed a lot of resilience. I wouldn't be too down. If I was a Detroit Pistons fan, I wouldn't hang my head because they gave us all expectations of them that they already surpassed, bro. The Knicks have been building to now. Even the Cavaliers, when they acquired Donovan Mitchell the same year that the Knicks acquired Jalen Brunson, the same offseason. These teams have been building to that. They've taken a lot of losses and disappointments and doubts from their own fans and from the national media, right? Both of them, the Knicks and the Cavs. People have written the Cavs off, but they're still on the verge of a finals. Hopefully it won't be, but we'll see. And the Knicks, they built to this moment too. The Pistons are in the second round, and they were in the lottery 2 years ago. So they lost in the first round, they lost in the second round. Here we go. They continue. They still have a high ceiling, so they should be all right. They could use another scorer though, huh?
Oh no, absolutely. They could definitely use another scorer. I mean, I think that was the problem, and it showed in this series, right? You know, like they're missing that. You know,
Tobias Harris is just not going to cut it.
No.
That's your number 2 scorer, a scoring option, and that's what he was.
Absolutely, and as good as Cunningham is, man. I don't know if he is that true one, and it's nights like these.
I don't know, man. He might be.
He might be. He might be.
Bro. They get that from him,
but it's not. It's not enough. It's not enough. Like you said,
they need more.
They do need more.
He could be a Batman. He's got it in him. The collab. This he's pretty serious, man.
Yeah.
He's a tough player. He's a good player. He's smart. He's young. He's athletic. He's a big guy. He's got it all, man. Handling the ball as the floor general. He can shoot when he wants. He can pass when he wants. He's the guy. But they need more. Duran, as their number 2 scorer in the regular season, obviously in this playoff setting, he's not the guy. He's a good player for them, sure.
Right.
But when you're waiting to get 19 from him every night, it's not happening, bro. People change when we get to the playoffs, don't they? Some guys get better. Like, come on, who's this guy? What did he do nothing all year? And then there's other guys who were great. But when you put that playoff defense on them, it changes them. changes their game. A lot of times we've seen that with the great James Harden. The playoffs has changed him where that, he's played well enough, but it still isn't nothing to write to mom about, has it been, with the beard?
Yeah.
So playoffs, but the Knicks look ice cold, bro. I mean that in a good way, like ice in their veins.
Yeah.
They don't look like they give a shit, bro. They look like hitmen, and I hope they keep it up.
Well, it's certainly a disappointing performance after a hell of a year for the Detroit Pistons, going 60-22, 31-9 at home, and this is what you want in sports, right?
You win that big game 6,
Right.
on the road,
Right.
Come back to the house, everyone.
There's nothing like a game 7, right? There's nothing like a game 7.
it.
You got it. It's on your home court. And kind of a flop. Give credit to Cleveland for is right now as we speak 114-80 with 5:50 to go in the fourth. It is done. It is over. You could kiss it goodbye. I'm sorry. As a Knicks fan, I get a little giddy. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I've been waiting all goddamn week,
thing,
man.
And
Yeah, I've been
everyone
waiting. Yeah, I think I've been
been a
waiting. We're
long
all
ride.
ready.
We thought a lot at a point. We thought we'd get a game 1 today.
Right.
That
That was
Friday
possible,
night.
right?
The
Yeah,
Cavs couldn't. The Pistons couldn't get it done game 5 in their building. Cavs couldn't get it done game 6 in theirs, and here we are. But it's interesting when you look at the Pistons historically, they have been pretty piss poor. Remember, they had the playoff losing streak after the Knicks swept them in all their games at home last year. They lost all 3 games to the Knicks, I believe. Yes, that series went 6, and they lost 3 games at home to the Knicks. Then they've had a playoff losing streak. So I think when they beat the Magic in game 2, they finally snapped like an 18-game home playoff. Like, they're not overwhelming at home for whatever reason. They've never been in the playoffs historically. And they really shit the bed when it came to these home games down the stretch. They lost 2 of them, game 5 and 7. Remember, they were up 2-0, Matty B.
Yo, thank you for the follow. ASM. Appreciate you.
Disappointing, yes, but they overachieved still, Matty. With the sum of they're not a team that was where the sum of the parts were equal to the whole thing, or rather the sum of the parts are the sum was better than the parts. There you go. They don't have individual, Karis LeVert. You're looking to get buckets late. It's tough.
Right,
man.
Duncan Robinson. Who else is coming up? Isaiah Stewart. Holland third.
They had the other kid with the dreads, he's a little quick guard, but he's like a rookie. That other kid, he's trying to carry them. It was tough to watch them struggle down the stretch getting buckets. If I was a Piston fan, I'd be like, man, I'd have been disappointed. Yes.
They didn't have the depth that the Knicks have. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. It's just not that type of team. Cleveland, on the other hand, I just feel like they were more suited for it. They better. At least that starting 5 is. And they matched up well against Detroit, and. They performed well. I think they were pretty evenly matched, wouldn't you say? In terms of talent, I think overall, I wouldn't say like one team.
I think the Cavs had way more offensive talent. When you look at a player like Evan Mobley, they don't have a guy like that. They don't. Then they got Schroeder off the bench. You can always get buckets.
Well, I mean, it proved that way, but I mean, it still went to game 7. And I don't think it was like too much of an advantage. Obviously, Cleveland was the better team.
I think Cleveland on paper, I think Cleveland is underachieved. I mean, they're a very good team on paper.
You think they're underrated? Yeah.
Yes, I think they had played to the level of their competition, and I think they're going to give the Knicks a run. I don't think the Knicks are going to smoke them, but I think the Knicks can handle them.
Well, King in the chat's asking us, what do you think, boys? Knicks in 6.
I like that, King. I mean, the Cavs showed that you could beat them in their building. That's a loud building. You could win. You could win in there, but the Knicks could win. Knicks could win anywhere. I mean, obviously, the Knicks would love to jump up to a 2-0 lead, but do you think that's going to happen, Matty B? I think that's a better question. Let's shorten the series.
Honestly, like, what are you asking me? Are you asking me if it's possible the Knicks jump out to a 2-0 lead against Cleveland?
What do you think? Of course it's possible.
Yeah.
Do they do that?
I think it's on the table. I don't know. I think it's on the table, though. Knicks have been playing so damn well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Games in a row? with the sweep. I think they won, and they were 1-1. They went to Atlanta in
I think it was
5.
6
yeah?
games in a row.
6. They beat Atlanta in
Yeah.
6, game 6. They won game 5. They won game 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, they were down 2-1. So they won 7 in a row. They're on a 7-game playoff winning streak. 4 in Philly and 3 straight against Atlanta. And they're not fucking around, man. They are crushing people.
Yeah. Well, let's see if that continues here. What was the season series against them in Cleveland? Not that it really matters because we know.
Right. We
you
know that
come
playoffs,
you know,
regular
it
season don't mean
changes.
shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and it's shown, for sure. And I mean, look,
better. The Knicks beat them and eliminated them from the playoffs, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
Didn't they in the first round a couple years ago?
no doubt. Yeah.
That was the first year Brunson and like I said, Mitchell on the opposing sideline, right? Mitchell and Brunson had both joined their respective teams.
I'm just checking real quick the 2027. I think it's 3 games this year. Is it 3 games that they play? Yeah, team 2-1. The Knicks went. Is that for sure? No, I think these are all on. It says 2025, 2026. They would be in all this year too. They only played it once this year? Looking back in like February? No way. Is that the only time they played? And then back in December of 2025? That's the only time they played each other since then? Oh, shit. So they haven't played
They played
each
all their
other
games
much.
in the beginning in 2025. They played all their games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
in
they did.
October and December.
Remember we
Yeah.
said that? They played the Magic. I remember
Yeah.
the Knicks played the Magic and the Knicks fast. I mean, the Cavs and the Magic fast. I was
So-
like, damn.
What I'm looking at, I'll show you. I'm pretty sure this is accurate. But they played on so October 22nd and December 25th on Christmas, and February 24th. Knicks won the
3 out of 4.
I think Knicks were no 1 and 2.
They played 3 times.
Yeah, played 3 times in Cleveland.
Okay. And the Cleveland 2-1. Okay. When was the last one?
February
February?
24th. Yeah,
Cavs got that
that's
one.
what it's saying here. I'll check, but
They're familiar with each other nonetheless.
I'll try to find the schedule for you, King, for this upcoming series. Actually, I think I have that. I think
You got it? Yeah, give it to us.
Ready to cue it up. I had a couple of things I wanted to get to, but that is important. What is going on with my computer over here? What now? Hello? Chill out there. What's going on? I don't know, something's going on with my laptop over there. Looking at tickets saying all the games in the MSG. Is that true? I don't know what you mean by that, but like, yes, ticket prices are insane. That was going to be
Tuesday and
topic of the
Thursday
show.
in the Garden. Or is it Tuesday and Friday?
I was looking at, I think, game 1 final potentials.
Bro, I don't
and
have to go inside the building. I don't have to be inside the building, bro. I just have to be there in the city.
it was looking like $2,000 minimum to get into the building.
I'm not going to that. And, come on.
I don't know,
want my
man.
friends to go. That's a lot. Yo.
If I got a chance, Dub, I don't know.
I'm gonna go, bro. I'm going to the Haiti World Cup game. I'm going there. I'll drive to Miami. It's been 50 years, but a Knicks playoff game, man, bro. To be around 1,000 people hanging off your body, just sticking to you, touching you, because you're not gonna get out of there without people touching you and all over you. Like, yeah, so watching on TV, man. But if they win the championship, I was definitely gonna be down there. Yes. If they win the championship, but a game 2 against the Cavs, Eastern Conference Finals, that's all you, Matty B. I
No,
can't.
you think
bro.
I'm gonna be there? Jeez.
I'm not going. My anxiety will be on 1,000. I couldn't.
I don't know
I'm
if
not
I
doing
could
it. I can't do
afford to
that.
be there.
That part too. That's gonna, yo,
Yeah.
bro. That's what I'm saying. The money, the anxiety. Like I'm gonna pay $2,000 to just get anxiety from people hanging all over me, bro. No.
I don't know.
I went to the
if
Barclays
it's like
Center
a
one
game,
time, right?
let's see. So this is the schedule right
If it
here.
makes me less than a Knick fan, I'm sorry. Listen, but I bet so when they're in the final, we all gonna go live from MSG. My homeboy said he got the handicap. Barclays. I don't think they're gonna give you a discount, King, for handicap. They give you a good parking spot if you want to drive there.
So there's the schedule.
Yeah, bro.
All right, game
I got
one.
anxiety, bro.
Game
I
one,
can't do
Tuesday,
it.
May 19th. Game two, May 21st at the Garden. Then they go to Cleveland. Game three, Saturday.
Which one is
Game
this
four,
game two?
Monday.
Sorry, Matt.
What happened?
What's game two? When is game two? Sorry.
Game two is May 21st, Thursday. So
Okay,
you got
so
2
there's
days off.
one,
1 day off. Yep.
and there's a travel day to Cleveland.
Yeah.
For
So
game
then,
three?
so then you got Friday off, and then back Cleveland on Saturday. Only the 1 day.
Oh, no travel day. Okay.
Yeah,
They go straight to
not
Cleveland. Okay, 1 day.
Yeah, 1 day,
Okay.
1 day. It seemed like they could doing that
Every other night?
Yeah, every other night. The whole
Whole time?
series,
Whole game seven?
series.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I
So there's
like
gonna be
that.
a game on every night.
I like
Same with
that.
the Western
Yeah.
Conference.
I like that. Yeah, that's good.
It's a game every night.
That's how it should be. I don't like the travel day thing. Yeah, it's not necessary. So there you go. Now, let's take a look at ticket prices. I mean, all right. We're on the subject. We'll get there. I'll get to my topic because I did have some I wanted.
Nah, you good, bro.
But it's relevant. We'll talk about it. So I'm gonna check out Game Time. It's a website that I like to use. Oh man.
What you
Let's
got?
see. You know what? That's actually not bad. For the cheapest price,
800?
no. Take
400?
Yeah, close.
It's more than 460.
502. That's the cheapest that I'm finding right now. I'm trying to pull it up for you guys. Hold on.
$502, King. You heard him? That's on the third party.
502.
There you go.
I'll get a bigger, better picture for you guys. Hold
Upper, that's the bridge. What is that upper row two? That's at the top of the hill.
That is not. It's actually, it's in the 400 sections.
That should sound high. Nobody, that MSG the only one I know with a 400.
Yeah. It's not terrible though, but here, this is a better shot for you guys. So, it's not bad though. Honestly, it's really not bad. And
Get the fuck out of here.
these are for 2 seasons. No, it's not. Like, it's really not. Actually, considering what I've heard, this is pretty good.
I don't want to sit up there.
You
bro.
know, I know it's 500.
man.
I know it's still rough.
I can stay home with you.
I know,
whoever,
I
with
know.
the gal. And have, we could really put the 70-inch TV, whatever, you know what I mean? I don't want to
I will say this.
Bro, I
will
can't
say
even
this.
see, bro. I can't even see already.
And you can see the map right now. This is for game one. This is on the secondary market, obviously, right on Game Time. Now, if you wait till this game starts and you're like hanging outside the Garden, you will get a better deal. You'll probably get a ticket for like $300 here and get in the
They'll
building.
be selling out in the second quarter. You might catch somebody
No,
out there for
no.
like 150.
Yeah, if you wait till the second, for sure. But usually you got, it's like the beginning of the first, like midway through the first, and that's it. That's what you got. That's your window. That's not terrible. But I know like game one of the finals, that's going to be even worse. That's probably going to be 800 to 1,000. Are you willing to spend that? That's what I mean. Like, you willing to spend it? Bro, if it's a game 6 finals,
Not on a basketball. Man,
once
I
in a
can't,
life,
man.
if it's game 6 and it's $1,000, I
NBA finals?
actually might have to be there. NBA finals.
Yeah. It's not gonna be $1,000, bro. Game 6 in the
we'll
NBA.
see.
What is that? How do they do the NBA Finals? No, they do it. The no format is 2-2-1-1-1. So Game 6 would be at the Garden. If the Knicks play there, say they're playing on Wembenyama.
Yeah.
I think Wembenyama and them would have home court on the Knicks. I think they might have had a better record than the Knicks. Yeah, I think they did. Say they playing the Spurs. Game 6, $1,000. That's a bargain. You're not getting it for that though.
We'll see.
It's not gonna double.
If
Game
you wait,
6,
if you wait,
Game 6 in the Eastern Conference Finals is gonna be 1,200, probably 1,000 to get in.
Yeah.
Of this series is gonna be 1,000. Then bro, they only going up, man. That shit like the gas prices, baby.
This is the cheapest right now for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. 2,400.
And you don't even know where it's at. The venue.
Well, it's saying in Madison Square Garden, but yeah.
If you go on the Knicks tickets, okay,
Yeah.
They'll sell it for 2,000. Okay,
Yeah.
how much for Game 1?
2,400.
All right, yeah, you're right. That'll go down though.
I feel like that will go down. You know, like that. Yeah, I don't know. It might not. It really might not. You still might need like 1,500 to get in the building, which is kind of crazy. And that's all the way up in the 400 section. That's insane. That's insane. Like to get get down below, bro. In a seat where I've sat before, they're trying to sell it for $30,000 right now.
Right. That's what I'm saying, bro.
$30,000.
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna pay that much to go to an NBA game.
Look, there's a $30,000 seat right there.
Bro, you can, NBA games they are serious, those tickets. They're the most. To get up, but even the regular season game, but the Garden, we're talking about the Garden, bro.
I love this. You hover over this one. This is like down in the lower bowl in the 100s, and it says amazing deal. Only $4,900.
Yeah, that's a good one, right?
Amazing deal.
That's good.
Oh, man. How much to sit next to Spike Lee? Let's see. All right, how much to sit next to Spike? They usually sit across from the bench, right? So those VIP seats are unavailable. They are all sold out. But to sit right behind them on the floor, it'll cost you $105,000.
Where? No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
10,500.
No. $105,000.
No.
Yep.
Where?
Right
you mean
there.
10? It really says you're reading it wrong, right? It's
No,
10.5, right?
No. 105,781.
I'm not trying to say you're a moron.
Six figures, B. Six figures.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, wait. I'm sorry. Over behind the Knicks dugout. Knicks dugout. What am I saying? Knicks dugout. Knicks bench.
Right.
I'm getting confused with the basketball, baseball.
I got
the Knicks bench.
I can't even see the tablet. You want me to sit in the 400s and see the game? I can't even see the tablet.
Listen. At a premium discount, you can sit behind the Knicks bench for $86,000.
That's what I'm saying. That's what the price to pay. Because I can't see. What happened to ADA?
Yeah. No.
My man asked for it in the chat. He was talking about he got ADA. He got handicap parking.
King saying you need binoculars behind the bench.
I can't see. I know this guy.
But man, that is rough.
And you're gonna get bro. Bro. Once again, I love the energy and all that, but I'm getting older. I don't want people bumping into me, touching me and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna have to accept that because there's gonna be people all over the place. There's gonna be people screaming, and I'm cool with that. But I mean, it's when it's time, it's gonna be hard, man. And man, it's tough, man. Yeah, I went to a Rough Rider concert one time. This was one of DMX's last shows in New York City. Bro, people were stuck to us. It was the Barclay. People were stuck to you to get through the fucking doors, to get through security. For like 45 minutes, I got people on me, bro. I almost lost my mind that night. This is like a couple years ago. I know it. I'm no. My couch, your couch, I would love to do it. Watch it over there by Maddie B, sure. Couple drinks, you know, they're not $49.
Now you got to come through. Listen, if the Knicks are in the NBA Finals, you got to come through the city. Yeah. And if there's a parade, we got to go to the parade.
Yeah,
we have to be there. Listen, to be completely honest with you, if the Knicks are in the Finals, I will be trying to get in that building.
No doubt, Maddie B, yo, you can make it happen. That's your shit. That's your flow.
I will. And I don't. It's not like I can afford it, but I will find.
No, bro, you could get me down there. If I'm in the city, you know, we're gonna go down there. We're gonna do some Epis reporting. Yeah. You know, we're gonna go on the concrete with the people, and to get me down there with them fans, I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna have to be medicated or something to be down there with them.
It's chaos, man. There's a reason. There's a reason why I haven't gone down there. Honestly,
bro,
you know,
you got your little furry mic, putting that little furry mic in them animals, in them savages.
Oh my God. No, just absolutely.
I'm willing to do the work. But you know, I'll do that. But shit, to pay money to go in that building,
no,
$3,000, $2,000.
Bro, you gotta be there with me. You can't not be there. I can't go by myself.
To the game inside.
Yeah, you gotta get inside. We gotta find.
Last time I went to the Garden was for Annie. That's the only time I'm going to the Garden when the civilized people. I can't, bro. You get in trouble for making noise when he's playing. In the Paramount, you know what I mean? People tell you shut the fuck up, put your phone down. You know, there's rich white people looking at you if you pull your phone out. Like, yeah, I'd rather be in that. He's calm, yo. Them young Knick fans. Woo. And then you're gonna pull a camera out. We're gonna set the camera out on fucking 34th. You gonna put the tripod out? We're gonna be out there though. I'm down, bro. We'll be out there 2 a.m. I'll be down there for game 3, 4, whatever. Win or lose, but they gotta get to the Cavaliers first, though, man. We've been to the conference finals. W doesn't do conference finals appearances. You hear me, Matty B?
No, I'm not doing it.
W doesn't do conference finals. I've been a Knicks fan since 1989, man. I'm not doing conference final. We were here for
for the finals for sure. If you're gonna make the trip, you might as well make the trip for that. You can't just, you're not just coming down for the Eastern Conference. Although, coming up, it would be nice, But I understand that's a lot to make that, decision. And then, again, it's the finals, bro. I think you muted yourself, bro.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, jet fuel prices have gone up, so it's tougher.
Yes, indeed.
No more Spirit.
But
no more Spirit. Poor Spirit, ashes to ashes. It hurts us all because it's Spirit, but at the end of the day, when Spirit goes under, the cheapest, it was inexpensive plane ticket in the country is gone, so everyone can boost their prices up $25 at least. And it's shown. I've been looking at tickets, prices to here and there, and they've all gone up.
All right.
Yeah.
Enough with the basketball. Get the show on the road. This is episode 71 of Epis Sports Podcast. I did have something I did want to talk about because I kind of experienced it firsthand, and it's kind of interesting to me. And I wanted to hear your take on it, Dub. I was shopping this weekend, yesterday.
This is gonna be funny.
This is going to be good, right?
I already know. Yeah, you're a fucking fool. Go, man.
I don't know if you know, but I was shopping in Roosevelt Field Mall yesterday.
You sound like John Sterling Rose, Susan. I was in the supermarket the other day. And that's a 1-2 pitch to Manny Ramirez. And I was in the celery section. And you know they don't have it in the bag. They put it in the bag now, Susan.
They used to have it roped off and with the rubber band, and that's the way I liked it. But now they have the celery. The celery's in the bag. Go ahead, Maddie. Sorry, John Sterling.
That was good. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Thank you. You were shopping the other day.
So yes, me and the wife and Maeve went to the mall yesterday to go shopping for some clothes and things like that. I need some clothes for the wedding and potential funeral coming up, so I had to update my wardrobe a little bit. You know, and amongst other things, and buy clothes for the kids, and you know, these things are relevant.
One thing leads to another. Yeah,
right?
one thing leads to another.
These things are relevant, right? And so I come across this store in the mall. Now, listen, I'm not one for shopping. All right, so I'm not keen on the latest trends, things like that, fashion trends. So I have no idea. All right. And just so happens we're walking through the mall, Roosevelt Fields, right? Long Island. And there's like a bunch of security personnel, like almost like SWAT team, like security guys with rifles in front of a store. And I'm like, what the hell's going on there? It's the Swatch store. Okay. And I don't know.
Is in Swatch.
Swatch.
Got it.
All right. I believe from Switzerland, right? They collabed recently with a even more predominant chain, watch, brand that I can't really pronounce their name, but they're also from Switzerland as well. Audemars Piguet, AP for short. Okay, they collabed with them on a new type of watch that was basically kind of like a pocket watch, but like plastic and kind of gimmicky. I'll show it to you. Here it is. And the reason why I bring it up is because normally this company, they sell watches for like astronomical numbers. Like you and me, Dub, cannot afford. I mean, we're talking like $40,000. I was just looking on their website. They won't even give you price. You can't even purchase it on a web. You have to set up a meeting in person at one of their stores, at one of their flagship stores, in order to buy their type of watches. Okay, so you can't even like purchase the shit online. That's how expensive they are. That's how I guess rare they are in terms of production. And there was this exclusive release between AP and Swatch, teaming up. Now these watches itself not going for astronomical numbers like the company that collabed with Swatch, normally sells their watches at. But it was such a big thing. It was such a big problem that, I mean, there was riot situations going on. They were storming the gates. Stores were canceling their launches all over America, not only even here in New York. Yeah, it was a huge thing. There was people
like they were people waiting outside, like they were Jordans and shit.
People waiting outside for 5 days, my guy. Almost to the point where they were selling their seats in line. They said, forget the watch. I'll sell my seat. And, they were making profits that way. Just crazy situations going on. This is a picture of it.
When was, wow.
Yeah, the official launch was yesterday nationwide.
Hey, King, did any of you guys hear about this? King, you heard about? Wow,
King's talking about it. They look like a Rapper 69 colors type watch. Yeah, it's kind of gimmicky. It's a pocket watch with like this either leathery like plastic piece. People are already flipping these watches for a crazy amount of money. It's insane. I think I don't know what they were going
That's
for.
The shit they like, King. Yeah, this is the type of shit they like. These youngins.
It was crazy. I'll just show you guys real quick.
I mean, we went crazy for Elmo dolls. Everything. There's a fad. Beanie Babies, all that shit.
Right. So this was this was a scene as cops pulled out pepper spray.
That was in Queens,
in Roosevelt Field Mall in Long Island. So I was there. The only
reason you knew about it is because you went there.
I was there.
Looked it up. Like, what's going on? You wouldn't have known?
This happened right before I got there, so I kind of missed the chaos. I seen the aftermath of it. But this is what was going on. There was crazy amount of traffic getting to here in Roosevelt Field Mall, And this, it wasn't like this. It wasn't
How much
only
were the
like this.
watches going for?
We'll look up the official number, but I think off the top of my head, it wasn't like crazy, like $40,000. I think like people were trying to flip them, or like no, it was $400. People were trying to flip them for like $2,000.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Question.
The original AP watches go for like $40,000 and up.
400.
No,
So
no,
question.
40,000. Like these ones.
No.
were-
How much are
were-
these joints?
These ones were going for
said
like
they're inexpensive.
400. 400.
All right.
Yeah.
So question: were these watches purchased, or were they going in line to buy them there, or were they going to pick up?
People had to wait in line to buy them. Yeah.
So these motherfuckers ain't even buy. You had to wait in line to buy them. They wouldn't let you buy them online, apparently.
No, you cannot buy them online.
yeah.
Exclusive
Oh, so-
launch. Some stores didn't want the chaos and actually
So
canceled,
this is a bunch of
canceled the launch.
So respectfully speaking, these are a bunch of Gen Zers who are used to getting their shit sent to their door, who are forced to stay outside for 5 days around, a lot of so Gen Zers with social problems.
Yeah.
And they forced to stay outside for 5 days to get the thing they wanted.
Yeah, people were selling their seats, I believe, for upwards of like $600, $800 just to get their
'Cause they
seat
stood
in
in
line.
line.
Right. Wow. It was crazy. There was so much going on, and I'm just learning about it
crazy,
because I came across it, and I'm like, holy shit! Then all of a sudden, I started to get all the videos on my algorithm.
Yeah,
because
I
the second
couldn't,
you talk about it, it was insane.
And once again, like King said in the chat, the anxiety, I couldn't. Can you imagine?
Oh,
These kids
insane,
understand fucking they're selling their. So I've been here. I got here Monday. It's Wednesday. I'm losing my mind, but here comes Matty B. Hey, I'll buy the spot for you. Fuck it. Here, give me
Right.
$1,200. Yeah.
Right.
And then you wait for 2 more days. 'cause
Right.
It's 5 days. Insanity living on the
All right,
streets.
so here you go. This is a clip from Roosevelt Field Mall. All right, check it out.
Told y'all to move. I told y'all to move. Look at I got
This is insane.
Look at this damn mace.
Now this is not even in the like store. This is in the parking lot. And look, getting pepper sprayed. They're just like at will pepper spraying people.
That's why I told y'all
Crazy.
to move. I told
You
y'all to move.
muted
Look at
yourself
that.
If I leave, can I get my watch tomorrow? Why can't I get it today? Why do I got to get it today?
Apparently, they made an announcement and said that this will be an ongoing release for the next several months. So you don't necessarily
But
need to
motherfuckers
get it
want to
today.
have it first.
Right.
They want to go
People want to have it first and get the profit of it now and flip it. That's the game. That's seemingly. I've already seen people. I've seen videos out there on the internet where there was 2 guys that came up with a 3D print. It was basically like a watch band in which they can pop out the pocket watch piece of it and pop it in, and pop it into their like their band that makes that turns it into a watch. So they can they can turn it from a pocket watch into a regular watch, and they're trying to resell that. So it's just it's a business, man. It's a pull. You know?
These kids gonna be pulling. These kids came and tell time. They're gonna be pulling out a pocket watch like they Sherlock fucking Holmes. These little motherfuckers came and tell the time on a regular clock.
I honestly, I love the idea of a pocket watch, to be
It's
honest
cute,
with
I
you.
mean,
but not
whatever,
this
yo.
one. If I'm gonna go the route of a pocket watch, I'm getting a traditional pocket watch.
Of course you are. You're
You know,
fucking born in
yeah.
1992.
No,
You're
but
an old guy.
that's what I would
get
do.
a traditional,
Like
they don't give a
traditional pocket
shit.
watch.
These kids
You
don't
know,
give a shit about
I'm gonna press the button. It's gonna pop open. It's gonna have all the little intricacies. You know what? And I'm gonna buy one. Screw
You
this
know,
thing. You're
gonna wear it with the outfit, that you
yeah,
wore for
right,
Friday.
exactly. There you go. Right,
Well,
right.
I got you
Yeah, a
something
little,
with
little
fedora.
little 3-piece
fedora.
vest with a fedora.
With the
Right,
fedora.
right. A little
Sherlock
cigar in the
fucking
mouth. Yeah, of
Holmes.
course.
Sherlock
There
Holmes,
you go.
motherfucker.
There you go. That's how you wear a pocket watch. This thing, I don't know. $400 for this thing? I can't see it. And I love watches.
yo.
And I love watches. I really do. But I don't find this intriguing. I don't know why people are out here.
You're an old
You know,
timer.
I guess so. This.
You're getting there.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Gino called me the other day. Gino calls me. I can't stay on the phone with you long. I just gotta. What are you doing? All right, I'm not gonna stay with you. I gotta ask you something. All right,
Yeah.
Gino, what you got, baby? He always does that randomly. It's great. But he's like, yo. So you seen the kid, Anthony Edwards? He left the game. 8 minutes to go. He starts giving everyone congratulations. Is it me? Am I bitching? Am I the old guy?
Oh, was that inappropriate? I don't know. I just want to. What do you think?
Oh,
I
he
said
didn't-
both. Yeah.
He
I said,
didn't
"You're the
like
old
that.
guy.
He didn't
No,
like
they're
that.
down 45 or something. I didn't know. He didn't like it. And I was like, I don't know, bro. He really caught me off guard. I said, I have to think about that. I said, little both. You are the old guy, but they were down 40, and it's not like the kid isn't a super competitor. These kids do whatever they want. They want to have 6ix9ine inspired pocket watches. That's what they're gonna do.
All right,
do.
I have the picture of what the AP company. These are the type of watches they sell on their website. They don't look. They
Right.
don't even tell you.
Those are the $40,000, $30,000
yeah.
watches,
They don't even
right?
tell you how much they cost. You have to set up a schedule a in person, meeting with them in order to purchase.
Yeah, Maddie's a
their
queen.
type of
Yeah,
watches,
King. Maddie's a Queens guy. He's your kind of guy, Sal. Mafioso Maddie, for sure. But I'm gonna play. You're an old guy, Maddie. Yeah. Maddie getting up there, yo.
Unfortunately,
Maddie was a kid. Maddie was a little kid when I met him. Young guy.
Yeah. But I did find that interesting. It was crazy to witness it. I'm like, damn. And they had signs up on the store saying that it was closed. That they
Trying to replace that shit.
It was so crazy because they literally, I guess they sold out of all the watches and they closed for the day. They said screw
that shit on purpose,
they
man.
said screw whatever else we got in the store. We made enough money. We're done. And they closed the doors. There was a lot of releases that didn't open up.
They would need the police, bro, to close that door in people's face.
Right. Well, there was literally people, like there was police standing outside the door even after it was closed. There was still people lining up thinking that they could get it. In
Give me a second. I'm gonna get a coffee. I'm here. I can hear you.
No, you're good. In Times Square, they had completely canceled openings. I didn't believe it was in Times Square, somewhere in Manhattan, that they were supposed to be launches for Swatch as well. And for whatever reason, I think because they knew that there was potential for chaos, they canceled the launch. So I don't know if they opened up today. I didn't see any more updated videos, but it's just kind of crazy to me because I know it's not like this is not the only thing that the youth be going after. And I say the youth, but these look like 20, 30, 40-year-old men going after these things. And it seems to me as if it's just really a potential business prospect, like trying to just make some quick money. More so than you're actually going to buy it for your own personal leisure and all that, which again I guess I could respect, I could get behind, but it's a whole lot of fucking trouble just to do that, you know what I'm saying? And to your credit, King, Rolex copycat. You're definitely going to see copycats of this type of pocket watch going forward in the coming months, and the value in which you're trying to sell it now for is going to go down tremendously, I'm sure. I guess that's why the chaos is ensuing now, because you want to get out ahead and try to make a quick profit of it now before the value of it goes down. But it's just crazy to me. This is what we're doing. And the fact that we have to waste, local resources, police resources to, control the chaos and shut things down just for, a plastic pocket watch, that's really probably not even valued at the appropriate, retail value. I mean, it's $400, for wholesale, and it's probably not worth anything close to being worth that. And then there's a lot of discussion about the company AP collabing with Swatch, because it seems as if they're kind of lowering their standards just so that they can make a quick profit, to potentially help them from going bankrupt at a time in which they may be struggling because of their exclusivity and the prices of their watches. So there's a lot of discussion about that too. They're lowering their overall value and integrity in the quality, and of their product. So I've heard a lot of discussion on that as well. It's very interesting to me. I just want to bring it up to you guys because you don't see this all the time. I was never into the shoe craze growing up, Dub. I don't know about you. I don't know if W still. No, Dub's not here yet. He's still getting his coffee. King in the chat. I don't know if you were ever into shoes. Oh, Dub's back. But
Yeah. You said shoes?
yeah, shoes. Were you ever
Like
into
sneakers?
the Sneaker craze?
No. Gino's a sneakerhead. Real
Yeah.
one.
I
Yeah,
was I
hundreds.
was never into it. Never into it. The whole Jordans thing never came. Nikes, whatever. Like
Yeah, these
know-
guys are they sell,
yeah,
certain colors and match certain. It goes real deep. It's real deep. And they don't wear the shoes. You talking about like really in the game.
yeah.
There's guys like that with shoes. There's guys like that with watches. Comic books. They'd have shit. They'll never open them, never use them, never read them, never wear them. But I respected the game. But no, I wasn't one of those guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
no, I never got it. When it comes to materialistic things like that, I'm pretty
I mean,
pretty casual.
they're like
yeah.
we could call it material, but they make profits off like the watches with the reselling and even that. They'll make money off it. Well, they'll swap out and then they have their prize possession sneakers. And you can look, they have certain manuals that give you values of the sneakers. Almost like a comic book. What was the name of the comic? I'm sorry, that book that told you the prices of the cards in the comics. I think it was The Wizard. It was a couple other publications like that. So sneakers.
Hey, King says Models for me. Yeah, man, gotta go to Moe's. I remember going to Moe's. It's a shame Moe's ain't around. Also, Sports Authority, man. I don't know if you guys know Sports Authority.
All over.
Sports
Everything's
Authority.
online.
Sports Authority was my thing. Love Sports Authority out here in Queens.
Now you go to
Gone
the Puma
now,
website, you go to the Nike website, and then they have a deal, or you go find the store. So it's not even worth it. They're gonna slash the prices. They've cut each other out. They've cut the stores out.
All right, well, a lot going on this sports weekend. We got NBA playoffs, we got NHL, and of course, we had the New York Mets, New York Yankees rubber game. All right, it's been an interesting series so far. A lot has happened. And today, it seemingly looked like, honestly, I'm not even going to lie, Dub. I was watching this game early, and I didn't have any faith that the Mets would find a way to come back. I thought they were pretty much dead in the water. I gave up on them. I said, you know what, I'm going to go hang with my kiddos. I was watching the little ones and my little nephew.
It's funny to me, man. I'm chilling, minding my business. I'm watching the end of the game. I see the winning run come in, the walk-off run come in.
Yes.
And, I was on the phone with my friend, and she's talking to me. I'm like, yeah, the fucking Yankees lost. She's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, the Mets beat them. Yes, it's kind of, annoying watching this game. And then I told her, she's like, oh, don't worry. They get to play once, a little bit. So she said, they're going to play again, though, right? I was like, yeah, we're going to see him again. And Texas and me, hey, man. I know they won, you prick.
Yeah.
That shit, you got what you wanted. You pissed me off, man. That shit annoyed the hell out of me.
Well, let me piss you off even more with this soundbite of Tyrod Taylor tying the game.
Taylor gets a first pitch, breaking ball, hits it deep down the line toward the pole, and it's out of here! Out of here! Tyrod Taylor ties the game with a 3-run homer!
The Yankees are up 6-3, yeah?
We're back! Yeah, 6-3.
Third home run of the year
One
for Taylor,
out to go.
who had nothing to show for two
The Mets
hard
are back.
balls in his first two at-bats. Jumps on the first pitch
This
he
is a
sees
good
from
win.
Bednar and
This-
brings
yes,
the house
this is
down
the
with a
win they
3-run
needed.
game-tying home
We
run.
needed 2 out of 3 against the Yanks. This is what we needed.
Oh, wow. Debbie in the third, Torrance at first, and bench chops one. In comes Schumann, he runs
How
into his
about
own
that
man,
play
and
to
the
end
Mets
it,
win
by
the
the
ball
way, and I
game.
just showed that as well.
Carson Benz
That's
with
an
his
interesting
second
one.
walk-off
Did you see
RBI of
that,
the homestand.
Dub?
The Mets
No,
go
yeah.
from 4 runs down to win.
Yeah.
They
Quick
win
thoughts on
a
that?
game they trailed.
Let's go back on it. Go recap on that situation.
Yeah, so Benj, little, I'll get it here. I'll pull it back up for you guys. But
I watched it live too, man. It just happened so quickly. I couldn't even decipher. I couldn't even process the shit. It was disgusting. I look up, it was 6-3. Then they hit the 3-run jack. You know.
yeah, a little weird one. Volpe running into the second baseman there. At a little chopper from Benj. Over the head of the pitcher right there to end it. Not much you can do there. But Volpe again. He hasn't been sharp. He's already shown you that
We've been very patient with the young man.
What happened?
We've been very patient with this young man.
No,
at least I have been.
No doubt about it. I mean, this is certainly has been his last chance. But we all know that the job's going to go back to Caballero when he's healthy. Volpe, he had his chances.
Talking about this shit made me light up a bogey.
Here you go. I have it paused right here, so this is the last clip. You ready there, Dom?
Yeah, let's go.
There you go. All right.
Terens at first, and Bench chops one. In comes Schumann. He runs into his own man, and the Mets win the ball game. Carson Bench with his second walk-off RBI of the homestand. The Mets go from 4 runs down to win. They win a game they trailed after 8 for the first time in 2 years. A monumental victory for the Mets as they take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees and finish a 5-1 homestand.
Why'd you go to first?
And Taylor gets a first pitch breaking ball, hits it deep down the line.
No, that was
second and third. That's even worse.
Was it second and third? Hold on.
Run coming home, Maddie.
No, they had to go home. It was that was it. I believe there was 1 out. No, I know they couldn't. There was no play. Volpe had to run into him, and they couldn't make a play on it. That's why. Yeah.
Let me see Volpe again, please.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to run back one time.
Jeez, man. Let me see him again, bro.
I have it right here. Hold on. You ready?
Yes.
Third, Terens at first, and Bench chopped.
So chopped. So listen, it's first and third, 1 out. You have to go home.
Right.
Okay, you have to go home here.
You have to go home.
That's it. It's more so the second baseman's play here. I don't know who's playing second base. But
is that
But it had Volpe playing short there. I forget who's playing second base here. We can find out. But
it wasn't Chaz. It was the other brother, the other Spanish brother. Damn, yo.
No. Yeah, not Caballero. I'll find out in the box score real quick. But so Volpe runs into him. Okay, it's seemingly like his ball. He's probably not going to get him out anyway. But right here in this little screenshot, it looks possible. It looks like you actually might have a play on it. Or, if you were playing back on it, maybe you'd be able to get a double play. But because the 2 middle infielders playing in, there's the double play is out of the question because there was runners on first and third. So if you're playing back a little bit, maybe it's possible. Now it's not. So you have to come home here on Volpe. Look.
Chisholm was playing second.
Oh, it was Chisholm. Okay. Yeah. So he runs into Chisholm here. And look, at the time in which they basically are about to make contact, the runner is halfway down.
Runner's already home, bro. The runner's going home, man. It's already over.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's halfway there. It would have to be a clean catch, a clean play on it and throw. It would have been bang bang.
Look at the runner where he is on the freeze, man. He's at full speed, bro. It's over.
But I mean, look, you can see Volpe there. Volpe's in the air and making contact with Chisholm there. Like he has no business being in this play. It's on the right side of the field.
Right, yeah, the ball he'd have to throw across his body anyway.
It's on the right side of the field. That was Chisholm's play. Volpe really trying to do too much here in this scenario.
Yeah, because Chisholm's coming from the right side to throw home. The momentum is on his side to make that play. But Volpe would have to catch the ball and go across his body coming from that side.
You can see it right here that Volpe is elevated.
Man, he said Volpe's fucking up.
Yeah, no, Volpe is. I mean, this is a bad play on his part. You
Chill
know,
out, relax, kid. Calm the fuck down.
right.
I know
He's
you wanna
doing
make a
too
play.
much. Right. He's
Yeah,
doing too
wait,
much in this scenario. And it's just another
let me see.
example of why.
You have is there any footage on them reaction on the field? Like right after,
Afterwards,
yeah, like
I
Jazz
don't think
And
not in this
Schumann
clip.
runs into his own man, and the Mets win the ball game.
He said he runs
Carson
into
Bench
all
with
man.
his
He doesn't
second
say Chisholm.
walk-off
Did Chisholm
RBI
come
of the
out of the game?
homestand. The Mets go from
Was that
4
Chisholm?
runs down to win.
Okay.
They
Is that-
win a
that's
game they trailed after 8 for the first time in 2 years. A monumental victory for the Mets as they take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees
Regardless, that
and
is a
finish a
huge
5-1
win for the
homestand.
Metsies, though.
Telling
Yes.
And not only the Met reaction there. If I find anything else, I'll let you know. But yeah,
yeah, that was some real fucking big clown shoe shit, yo. Skipping, falling over each other. Come on, man.
and listen, there was a lot of that in this game. Bo Bichette with the drop ball. Mets
all
didn't
weekend,
look
bro.
good.
Mets got the
Rodon with that bonehead play on Saturday to
A lot of bonehead plays in this series.
why is he throwing it home in off the wild pitch and
Right.
2 runners score to take the lead. It was a momentum changer in that game. Just a lot of that in this series.
Bonehead shit.
But with that being said, Mets, they continue to show that they're actually having a decent month, and now just 6 games under 500. It makes you think, okay,
horrendous
maybe.
start.
But again, it's another series where injury, it kills them.
You lose
Spencer Jones hits his buddy, and Clay Holmes, and
Holmes,
and he's
Dominguez
going to be
went
down. He's going to be down for a while, so hurts. It hurts a lot for the Mets, and as they're trying to, salvage this season and work their way back, to some sort of winning season. But you'll take it. 2 out of 3 against the Yanks, best team in baseball. This is, certainly up and down. I will say this about the Yanks. As good as they have been, there's a lot of holes in this lineup, and it always seems to be the case with them. Like they do very well throughout the regular season, but I worry about the bottom half of this lineup come postseason and whether or not they'll be able to perform. But again, it's an issue for them for the postseason, right? Like I just don't think they'll falter too much unless barring any like major injuries from their top players. But you got Grisham leading off, batting under 200. That's unacceptable. You got McMahon. McMahon in the middle of the lineup, 183. I know Spencer Jones just got up here, but he's not. Hasn't done anything yet.
Our third baseman with McMahon's numbers is unacceptable, man. A third baseman with McMahon's numbers.
A leadoff man batting under 200 is pretty unacceptable too. That's a problem.
I don't know what the obsession is with Grisham as the leadoff hitter is. I don't know. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. And Austin Wells, batting under 200. Like you got some holes right now. Like no doubt. And listen, Judge is Judge, Bellinger is Bellinger. Like these guys can hit.
Rice.
Rice, Chisholm. Even though Chisholm batting 230, but he seemingly he shows that he can make an impact. But it's not all great, though. It's not all great. And overall, it really, it speaks volumes to how good the Yankee pitching has been and what they're capable of doing in that aspect. But, Mets, finding ways this series, fighting back. And, again, it comes from either the young guns or the oddballs like a Tyrod Taylor. And, that's what it's going to take for the Mets.
All the money the Mets spend, all the guys who got to do it,
Right.
Jesus. The Mets is the second highest paid payroll in baseball, guys. Don't forget that.
Right. So hopefully they can continue to show you something going forward here.
Coming up, man. You guys, the Yankees got the money and all that.
But
I used to hear that shit all the time.
these are one of those games that really does make you feel good, and it makes you feel like, okay, maybe they could turn it around. So, and no better to do it than against your cross town rival in the Yankees, and at least it's a nice way to end the weekend. That's for sure. And look forward to the next series.
Listen. The Phillies, they fired the manager. They got Donnie Baseball. All of a sudden, they're one of the hottest teams in the league. They continuously winning games.
And we knew that was going to happen. Yeah.
So the Mets are 20-26. Whatever, man. There's a long season ahead of them.
Phillies
They're in the
6-0
hole.
against the Pirates tonight.
Yeah, they beat Skeens up. They're gonna beat people up. That's what they do. And they're starting to do it again. Harper's waking up a little bit. It's a lot of parity in the league when you look at the standings through the league, man. Period. Through the whole league. When you look at these divisions, you look at the the AL West. You got the 24 and 22 A's out in front. Looking around the league, going around the league.
Skeens has been phenomenal. Prior to that, it was that one start against the Mets opening day, and then. He fell apart there, early exit, and then since then he was absolutely dominant. But today, 5 innings, 5 earned, and Phillies beat him up 6-0.
He's gotten touched a couple of times this year, man. It's not the first time. He's gotten touched in a couple of outings.
It's really only these two. There's about maybe one or two where it's like the numbers are slightly inflated, but he's been pretty dominant in between these two. Otherwise, the ERA, even after today, 2.62.
The Mets beat him in game 1.
I know, that's what I meant. That was it.
They beat there was other games after that.
Right after that, he went on like a ridiculous run of shutting people down. He's been dominant. ERA after today is only 2.62.
April 30th, St. Louis.
Yeah.
3 earned runs, 5 innings.
Right.
He got 2.
All right, 3 earned. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like 3 earned runs, 5 innings is not gonna like inflate the ERA too much. Like it's not. It's kind of still in this day and age still respectable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got beat that game.
Yeah, like the
Those 3 losses, man. Today, and then he's got the St. Louis April 30th, and he's got the Mets in opening day where he gave up. He got beat up.
Yeah, his ERA after the Mets was literally 63.00. That's how bad it was. Yeah. Wheeler was on the mound to oppose him today. Good old Wheeler, 7 innings, 4 hits, 0 earned, 1 walk, 8 Ks. ERA under 2 now, 1.99 for Wheeler. He's 3-0 on the year. I gotta give credit to where credit's due. Though I was watching that game with Cam Schlittler, and man, this boy just magnificent to watch. Really, just no contest.
That was the one game they won. The Yankees won, huh?
Right. Pretty convincingly too. And
Friday night.
I expected nothing less. Honestly, with him on the mound, I didn't think the Mets had any chance, and he proved that. Just shut them down. They didn't look like they were comfortable all night, and they got enough offense to do what they had to do. It's what the Yankees are. This is what they're about, man. We're getting Cole back, getting Rodon back, and and unfortunately losing Fried, for a little bit. Although he'll be back with a bone. He's out with the bone bruise. Who knows the timetable? I would assume at least 1 month, 2 months, whatever it is. The Yankees will survive, especially with the addition of Cole coming back, and obviously you just got Rodon. So, it will be all right. You will survive. But
right.
It really is just remarkable to watch this young man pitch. Reminds me a lot like a young Jacob DeGrom.
That's exactly who he reminds me of.
Yeah, no doubt. Just the delivery.
Serious business from day one. Like, who's this? The first time I saw DeGrom, I was like, because everybody was jacking Fat Boy. And they forgot, there was 3 of them. It was Wheeler, DeGrom, and Syndergaard. I'm sorry, no. That was the other group. DeGrom came out after Harvey.
Yes.
Right? But he was with Syndergaard too, right?
Yes.
Wheeler's with the other group before, my bad. Wheeler's with the other young pitching group.
Yeah, but Wheeler was with them. That was that
right?
whole, towards the end. Yeah, for sure.
Right, they did get Wheeler. They got Wheeler from the Giants in a trade for Pagan back in the day.
Yeah, Wheeler was with them. It was Wheeler. that was the hope that Wheeler would be around and all them, and then it
left.
quickly. Then Harvey left, and then it just it all quickly spiraled. But yeah, no doubt, just his delivery, his demeanor, everything about him, that electric fastball, that rising fastball, it's almost untouchable at times. He has the control, that DeGrom had. Like, well,
Yeah, he's good.
I've seen DeGrom pitch a lot. I
DeGrom
went to a lot of those games.
DeGrom's velocity went up the older and stronger he got. He
Right.
come out when he came to the big leagues pitching 96, 97. This guy was hitting 102, at his peak.
Yeah, and not only that,
101
like
is
you would see him get better in games, like where he would start out, 94, 95,
He gets
but then
stronger,
get stronger as the game going along,
feel
throwing
good, too, by the
96,
way.
97, or up in those hundreds, like it just, yeah, and you see that with Cam too, he's just not affected by it, and he takes the mound, and you expect greatness from him. Certainly phenomenal. It's exciting to watch, even as a Met fan. I like seeing it. I love seeing a good pitching matchup, and when he takes the mound, he's just one of those generational pitchers where you expect greatness. You expect a good result.
Right.
And the Yankees have such a good offense that it's almost a guaranteed win. At this point, if I'm them, and he's probably even with a healthy Max Fried. To me, Cam's probably taking the game one in a playoff series, I would think. Or I'm trying to get him pitching the most in a series, in a 7-game series in a playoff. I want him at least 2, maybe even 3 starts if I can in a 7-game series. Like that's my go-to. As good as Fried is, who knows where Cole will be at, or Rodon, all them. That's my guy. Yeah, it has to be. He has just been phenomenal, and I hope he continues to do this. And we'll see where he's in the Cy Young race if he is there, but he's certainly making a case for it. And you're right, it's early, but
Early as hell.
he's certainly in that category. And if it's not this year, it may be a couple of years.
Oh yeah, he's a
ahead for him.
big time pitcher. No, he's a real deal, man.
Yeah. No
The health
doubt.
is all we got to worry about. He's got the mindset. He's a serious young man, man. He doesn't look like, and this is the mental game. Pitching is serious, big time mental. It's lock in, focus. And this kid is from Boston. He's a lifelong Yankee fan. He was born for this shit. He loves this shit. He loves the pressure. He loves all that shit. You could see it. And like I said, he reminds me of DeGrom a lot. He's quiet too. Remember DeGrom, it was a lot of hysteria things happening around him. With his teammates and all that. But Jake was coming in, young Jake DeGrom, locked in. If you remember, I think they remember him and Syndergaard both had long hair when they came out, and then they started comparing them or like linking them. Jake said, "Fuck that, cut his hair. I ain't this guy." You know what I'm saying? He was the serious guy. Like, don't compare me to fucking Syndergaard. And he was right. Now Syndergaard's a politician, loser.
In other words, we got Edwin Diaz caught in Puerto Rico at an illegal cockfight. What are your thoughts about this, Dub? The all-star closer
Pause.
out on injury,
Big pause.
back in Puerto Rico, chilling at a big cockfight.
Pause.
Listen,
Big pause.
Diaz loves his cocks. I don't know,
Come on, man.
I will say,
Man, don't do that shit to me. I'm drinking the coffee. I'm not finished.
listen, I will say this. I don't condone animal cruelty in any fashion. I
seriously.
have talked to the Puerto Ricans, and they have gone back to me, and they say that this is a bit of a cultural thing, back in Puerto Rico. That this is, even though it is illegal, this is kind of a cultural,
Of course,
tradition that they do. I don't agree with it. It is animal cruelty. Listen, Michael Vick went to jail for this type shit. So, it's no different. That even though it's a bunch of cocks fighting, doesn't mean that it should
King
just
said,
like
throw the flag. Throw the flag.
throw the flag. Uh, all right, I don't
Go ahead,
think
go ahead, Matt.
I don't think Diaz should just get away with this. It's going to be interesting to see if there's any legal
It's been
action
reported,
take
and
against him.
he's been connected to it. We don't have no charges yet, right?
Nothing that we know of, but the league's got to do something, bro. Like I said, Michael Vick went to jail for this type shit. It is
That was 20
illegal.
years ago. We've gotten a message since. It's been 20 years ago Mike Vick went to jail.
Right.
So he should have gotten a message. And of course, Puerto Rico is United States. The FBI's in Puerto Rico too, baby.
Right.
So
I mean, the only thing I can think of is
he
that
needs to stop, bro. If he's
that
doing that
he-
shit, stop it, bro.
well, I mean, he has to stop now. He can't.
Stop
There's
it,
no
bro.
way.
Please.
There's no way he can continue to do this shit and think it's okay. Not that it's high news, but I don't know, bro. The only thing that concerns me here is that he's an LA Dodger, and that some way somehow, he's gonna walk away.
He's a Dodger.
He's gonna walk away with this scot free. Maybe they'll blame it on his interpreter. I don't know.
He's Puerto Rican. He don't have no fucking interpreter.
I know. I'm joking with you.
I know you are. I know you.
Listen, I don't know. That's all I can say. Listen. The league needs to do right, and I would at the very least, I'm thinking a fine. Potential game suspension. I don't know.
How's he been doing out there?
Well, he's injured. He was doing okay, and then it was it.
Is
The
this
whole-
serious, a real injury?
Oh, the whole loose bodies things. He's done. For a little bit. Yeah, that whole loose body thing. Injury. Yeah, I believe that's why he's down and out. Let me check.
Motherfucker said loose body.
Yeah, that's been going around. Loose bodies in the elbow. That's been going around.
Okay.
And I mean, Max Fried. Dealing.
Nobody said pitching is natural. Nobody said pitching is a natural human motion. It's a little awkward. We know Max Fried. As far as Max Fried goes, bro, we knew he was going to get hurt one day. He was here. He held it down while Garrett Cole been gone. He's giving me a lot. If he needs to sit down, we're going to sit down. He's going to pitch only 8 innings this year. If God willing, that's what we'll do. It's a regular season. This is a dress rehearsal. We are the New York Yankees. We will be in the playoffs, and that's when we want to be healthy. Max Fried, I really appreciate his services. He's given us a lot. And then we got Garrett Cole. So we know we're blessed. We got Cam Schlittler. We're blessed. We weren't supposed to be here a year ago. So, a lot of times we take losses and things where you expect this and expect this guy to do this, expect the guy to do that, and they don't produce. But then there's someone else who comes out and saves your ass. So
Edwin Diaz went out on May 10th. All right.
Okay,
May 10th. Well, that was when they put him on. They moved him to the 60-day injured list on May 10th.
Days.
Yeah, and he was removed loose bodies in his right elbow. So, and this is again, we've heard this type of injury going around the league right now. It seems to be the new thing. These loose bodies, I don't know. It doesn't sound good, bro. I don't know how.
They got some new terminologies for something that's been around.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I get it.
It's a very bizarre one.
It sounds like an elbow cleanup type of thing. Like you might need it.
That's exactly what it is.
Sounds like, it sounds like bone spurs and shit. Like they just changed the name.
It's like chips and cartilage and ligament damage, and that's that's what he's dealing with there. So again, they're looking maybe 2026 All-Star break, at best, but
I mean the Dodgers pay bench players to come play for them. They got guys, they making millions of dollars. They got really big contracts on the bench.
Yeah.
Where guys signed knowing that they would sit down. Hey, someone's gonna get hurt, I'll play. It's all good. I'm a Dodger, baby. And there's someone who will pick up the slack. They got pitchers, they got it all. They'll be all right. Ask the Angels, bro. They cleaned the Angels' ass this weekend. Ask them. They beat the shit out of them, bro, every night.
I'm trying to find pictures of
the
him.
Dodgers are fucking cruising.
I'm trying to find pictures of him at the cockfight.
Technical foul. There's a technical enough. He threw the T. Enough.
Is this it right here? Is this the one?
Unbelievable.
This is the picture that USA Today's got, but I don't know. That's
Guy,
just
the
a,
cockfighting.
that's just a
Keep
regular
saying that.
cockfight.
Yeah.
Ay, ay. Well, I
They
don't
don't
know.
have pictures. They do not have pictures of Edwin Diaz at that fight.
No, they
way.
do. That's how the story came about. That's how he got caught. Yeah, I'm trying to find
You're
it.
not supposed to- That's the problem, yo. I wouldn't go nowhere. We got cameras in there.
Yeah, I mean, no, he was like kind of promoting the event. That's the problem. Yeah, no, he was there with a Dodgers jersey on the whole nine.
Oh no, not with the Dodgers.
Yes, no, he literally was wearing like Dodgers stuff. Like that's the problem.
Not the Dodgers jersey. He was a Dodgers jersey. Right, a chicken fight.
Right. You know, cockfight.
Yo,
Get it,
yo, bro.
get it right, bro. Cockfight.
I'm not saying it.
Illegal cockfighting.
I'm not saying it right. It's all shit. Really. Stop. On guard.
It's terrible. I don't support animal cruelty.
Joust.
At all, joust. No, the cocks are not jousting, bro.
Let's have a duel.
Jesus Christ.
Hamilton and Burr.
Jousting
Come
cocks.
on, man.
Ay.
Oh my God. Did you know Aaron Burke killed Alexander Hamilton in a duel, in a joust?
Yes. Listen. Blake Snell also on the 15-day L with loose bodies in his left elbow, by the way.
He had a
2
cock
days.
fight.
I don't know.
Oh
But
my
maybe.
God! I'm not gonna do this. Let me stop encouraging these shenanigans. I won't.
Maybe that's what happened. They were at the cockfight together, and I don't whatever reason they get a little, they're getting a little handsy, and all of a sudden loose bodies in both elbows.
Oh my God, bro!
It's getting late.
You mean tonight? It's getting late in this stream.
Getting late, man.
We should go, right? I do have work
I don't
in the morning.
know. Yeah, cool. We'll have to wrap it up. We just don't want to wrap it up on that, though. We got to go somewhere, do something else. Then we can't close it out.
We can't close it out with
Just
the
go
cocks.
fight. I was intrigued. Yo, Burr versus.
W said it's getting late, yeah. It's getting late,
man.
everybody. Cue the music.
Sunday night. It's gonna be Monday in about 15 minutes. We're talking about sword fighting. How do we get here? I thought it was birds. It was chickens.
Ay.
When he was in a Dodgers jersey, he is so ignorant. He doesn't know.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad, bro. I think he apparently thought it was, because it's culturally acceptable,
They
or I
don't
guess,
know.
or
No,
in
and
Puerto Rico, that
that's not
wasn't
no
illegal. That's a bad
It's
move.
illegal. It's illegal in the United States, illegal in Puerto Rico. 100%.
That's a bad move.
Yeah.
You got to know better than that for sure. And again, I would think that they're gonna make an example out of him, but I don't know. The one thing that
He's so
worries me is
ignorant, they might
because
get the break, yo.
they might, but that's crazy to me. You
I'm
can't.
not saying they're not. No, he's
You
gonna play
can't.
baseball again at the end of the day. How long they got
well,
suspended?
Should he though? Mike Vick went to jail for this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's the same, bro, man. I mean, honestly, I think Mike. I don't feel as strongly. Like, yo, bro.
But why
I don't
not?
know.
It's the same. What? Different
Mike-
animal. So what?
Yeah.
Different
The dog's
animal?
the word.
Oh, nah, bro. I'm sorry. It's still animal cruelty. It's one thing raising chickens to eat them, and we
I
can
know,
argue.
I
We
agree
can
with
argue.
you, bro.
We can argue whether or not that's humane and all that as well.
We're gonna
I get it.
find out how
You know?
the system feels about what you're saying, and I feel you. You're saying it shouldn't matter. You're organizing these events with money exchanging, commerce,
And you're
for
promoting
animal-
it. You're
promoting
you're
it. It's
carrying
horrible.
the Dodger brand
First
on
of
it.
all,
Like,
the
it's weird.
MLB
Yeah.
probably will punish him more than the courts. But then again, like you said, it is his shit. It was Michael Vick's operation as well, and that was proven.
Right.
A little cough button. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Shit. I know it's wrong, and and it's illegal as fuck. It's felonious, and I'm not sitting there like I want him to be punished. I'm not, but he needs to know what comes with it. He's wilding out, bro, playing those games, and they might spank him.
And if they don't, people are going to be mad because they didn't spank him for the same reason you said. Why is he not getting drilled for this? You're going to ask that. There's people going to ask that question rightfully. I might not be looking to give him the belt, but it doesn't matter what I think individually. You're right. It's big time against the law. Other guys have been punished for less. And if I want to go and say, some people are going to say, yeah, man, I ate chicken today. I ain't no dog. Some people say that. There's some people who don't give a shit, period, about animals. Then you got people who wouldn't hurt an ant. So,
that's a huge double standard,
I agree with you. I mean, I wish he wouldn't have been in that Dodger uniform, no family.
Yeah.
Jeez, Edwin, what are you doing? He's got the Dodger jersey on. He's promoting the crime. Hey, Edwin Diaz, the closer, baby. Come watch one of these cocks get closed down.
Yeah, not a good look too. While he's injured, and he's not with the team.
We're tough guys from New York City, but at the end of the day, Peter's gonna say, listen, they put spurs and razors at the end of these chickens' legs, roosters' ankles, and they tear each other to shreds.
Yeah.
They put in razor blades at the end, and that's how they get dinner. And then they just go at it.
Cruelty,
They go, and them things, you know how those things are. They're aggressive. They going right at each other.
Yeah.
So they tie. So it's tough, man. I've been around it. I've seen it since I was a kid. I have a lot of Caribbean background, and I've been, I'm first generation American. So been to islands. I know of it. I've seen it. I've seen it growing up. I've seen it in New York City in the right places in the 80s. I've probably been in the underground. They taking my little ass, I seen shit. So the culture, I do get what he's saying. But like I said, I seen that in 1986, not 2026. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Shit is over. And if they're going to do it in Puerto Rico, they better have a super duper underground for that shit. And you're not going to be wearing a Dodger jersey in it.
Right.
What are you kidding me, bro?
Yeah, where you'd be obviously seeing.
That is going to have him trouble with baseball. Baseball, it's a bad look. And it's always them. First it's Ohtani with the FBI and the interpreter like you alluded to earlier, you joked about. But they got a lot of the Patriots.
In a weird way, man, the Mets kind of got it right with him, just because, he has this loose bodies injury. He's down for a couple of months.
Yeah, he's making his money now.
And now he's over there cockfighting in Puerto Rico.
Right.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Now you got all this money you put in together. Remember, Mike got that big contract. Then he makes the bad news channels. Yeah, I got my money. I'm going to go fund the illegal operation. Mike Vick was ignorant too. He knew it wasn't good, but he didn't realize what the fuck, and then you seen the reports it was, when you see the things with the dogs, like, damn, bro, you guys are killing the dog, that's man's best friend. That's a mammal. There's levels to this shit, and we don't eat them. They're, the dogs, it's reprehensible, but so where people will show the dog more love, but at the end of the day, it kind of takes a little bit of a perverse mind to love that kind of thing. You got to be a little bit sick, even a little bit, to have that, to want that, and and that's, well, you can roll dice, bro. You want to compete with the chickens and bet on them? Go roll some fucking dice. Fuck.
Yeah, he was not off to a stellar start.
Yeah, he got his money. He don't give a shit.
His ERA was very inflated. Didn't pitch very much, only 4 innings. But in his last start, he did not record an out, gave up 3 earned against Colorado back on the 19th of April. In Colorado, they lost 9-6 that day. So, to the Rockies. Did not record an out, gave up 3 earned. I don't know if it was a home run or not. I'm assuming it was a home run.
Yeah,
but probably. Other than that, he did have 4 saves. So in the other, games that he played, he was shut down in that regard.
Bro.
Yep.
He seems like he's one of those guys, my friend. Like, he got his money. He not locked in no more.
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, I mean, or it's just the LA syndrome,
All of it, right?
Right.
When he tore that leg to shreds, That motherfucker's, I'm gonna get myself together. I gotta get paid. I'm gonna rehab. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get my money. Yo, motivation. He did it. What else is there for him to do? He don't give a fuck.
King says
Maybe
King says it's cocky to think it's just a chicken. That's funny.
This guy's still here. He's still in the chat. Yeah, this fucking
Yeah,
guy. It's
Jake.
my guy.
Yeah, King's still.
Hey, no doubt. Oh yeah. Bro, the sword fight, man, at ages.
Our good old friend and good pal Julius Randle showed up real big in Game 6 versus the Spurs.
Did he?
No,
I think
he
that was
did.
sarcasm.
Yeah, it was a little bit. 3 points, 1 for 8 from the field, 24 minutes, a minus 34 for Julius Randle.
Leading down the
Game
stretch in
6.
the playoffs. My guy, Julius Randle, guy I defend, awful in the playoffs. Didn't pick up the pieces. I mean, they won some games without Anthony Edwards. He played decent. But, looking at Julius, I was looking at him the other day, Maddie. You know what I saw? Right after Game 6, just like this. I saw this stat line. This is the second time looking. You know what I thought? I thought to myself, Julius would make an excellent Brooklyn net. Wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would actually.
Awesome regular season. He doesn't have to worry about the playoffs. God bless him.
It's
And then,
probably gonna happen. No,
what do you do like that?
Yeah. I don't know if he'd want to though. I don't know if he'd want to come back to the city though. Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of said "fuck you guys" when I left.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants to. I think he wants to stay in Minnesota, or I don't even know if he knows where he wants to go. But I don't think it's back to New York. That's for sure.
And I don't think he's gonna be back in Minnesota either.
Yeah,
Contract is up, right?
I don't know. Let me.
Yeah,
check.
I think he's a free agent. He never got extended.
Yeah, that is tough though. Terrible Game 6 performance, and for Minnesota, listen,
They had a nice run.
They did. They did.
They need DiVincenzo tearing up the knee in the at the end of the Nuggets series, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Ayo picked up the pieces. He looked excellent. You got Bones, and other good guards. But honestly, was it San Antonio way too much, man, for them?
Yeah.
You got Wembanyama. He so took Rudy Gobert out. Rudy Gobert wasn't even a factor. Not on the boards. Nothing.
I feel like at times he was, but yeah, it could have been more. I mean, certainly with Wemby, battling with him.
You're getting 7-8 rebounds from Gobert. He might as well be there.
Yeah, it's not his usual numbers, that's for sure.
He's got to come out to the perimeter now.